Hello, this is Sandy Herrick with Ignite Best Practices, and today is day 3 of the 30-day 30 video challenge, and I left the office. Forgot to make the video today. So I'm sitting here somewhere in North Carolina near a boat ramp looking at nature. I'm going to count this as self-care because I love nature. It's kind of rainy. There's a very enthusiastic fisherman out there that even though it's kind of drizzling, he's just living it up, and that is just wonderful. So with that being said, let me introduce today's conversation. We're going to talk about part of our Autism Informed Family Coaching. I'm going to start with a citation from Brunel and Kopp, 2007, in where they refer to the parent-child interaction as the foundational context of human development. This is to say that parent-child is foundational. It gives context and meaning to the child in their development, and that is largely done through what is referred to as the guiding relationship, which is to say teacher-learner, master-apprentice. Instructional methodology, it's quite good for the master or the teacher to pass down the knowledge to the learner or the apprentice. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. But there's another part that is important, and that is the creation of meaning. Parent-child interaction, foundational context for development or of development. So that means that that relationship builds the context, the meaning of a person as they're growing and developing. So it helps build identity and things like that. But when we have a parent and child, and the child is experiencing the challenges of neurodiversity, that gets compromised somewhat, and that is because gaze seeking gets compromised. It gets compromised sometimes because of the inputs of too much stimulus or whatnot. That is not the context of what we're talking today. That's another topic. What we're talking about is that it gets compromised. Take that for granted today, that the gaze seeking of the child gets compromised for various reasons related to the neurodiversity. So how does the parent is able to transfer meaning as part of the pass down of knowledge? How do I teach my child to learn what it is to be happy, what it feels to be happy, why is it joyful, what it's being altruistic is all about, and etc. What is empathy, and things like that. So they're being so abstract. I cannot do step 1. To be empathic, you must first do this. All you're doing, and I know some of you are thinking this right now, well, I can have a list, and step 1, to be happy, act happy. Step 2, be happy. No, well, that makes an assumption, and that is that we already know what that feels like. What's the meaning for us to be happy? So without that doesn't work. All you're creating is a list of how to look happy, how to look joyful, how to act empathic. But that transference of meaning, of that obligation that we have, that humanistic side of the human experience gets compromised, and it affects the guiding relationship of master, apprentice, teacher, learner, parent-child interaction. So how do we help families away from that? I'm going to do it through an example. So an instructional thing, we already says 1, 2, 3 or nothing, but how do I create a teaching opportunity in where my child can learn the meaning of attending to their hygiene? What does it mean to be a person that it's clean? Or what does it mean to feel relaxed, as a consequence of feeling clean before going to bed? This is not about why is it important to take a shower. This is not about that. That's another topic, why questions are bad. This is about creating that context, developing that context for that child of like, I feel good when I feel clean, before bed. So let's give you one example. When the parent it's doing it one way, and then the way after we coach. So one way is that, did you take a shower today? When are you going to take a shower? How can you go to bed feeling so grimy? Your bed sheet stinks. You need to start taking a shower. All of this is anxiety provoking. And if you're approaching the child when they're on a step-by-step task, you're not going to get the desired outcome, which is for them to get prompted to take a shower. And you're not going to be able to transfer the meaning of what it is to attend to ourselves. Why is this attending to our hygiene part of us being, happy and feeling good and relaxed, or whatever the meaning is, right? So, in contrast, what if I was going to say something more like, I noticed that you haven't taken a shower today. I wonder if you're going to be able to take that shower before bedtime. I'm thinking that maybe we get to feel more relaxed before going to bed when we take a shower before bed. Perhaps the sheets will not smell so bad and we can enjoy more fresh sheets for longer before in between wash. That's it. All of these questions are inviting. They're soft, they're under the radar, and they don't activate the amygdala, if you would, for that child to be scanning of all the potential, decisions that he needs to be making, and if he's going to make the right or wrong one, or even to try to not even pay attention because he's doing this other task, or she. And so it's a totally different approach. So one that causes anxiety, especially because the input processing output gets disorganized. It's, it has so many options. The child has to navigate through so many potential answers to that. And if I get it wrong, am I going to be in trouble? So they kind of disconnect or stem or meltdown and whatnot, or just ignore you. And the other one, it's inviting. It's soft. It's non-threatening. So it doesn't activate those other things. So what kind of declarative language are you going to be using this weekend? And remember, you can use this with everybody.